It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark, and I will be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. I realize I need to pause my podcast. Hold on just a second. How are you? It's Monday. Hope you're having a great day. I was listening to Little Mel Robbins. It is Monday. Meltivational Monday will be coming up in a little bit. We have a big show in store for you today. I'm going to tell you how big in just a second. But first, before we do any of that, let's tell you how you can find the show. We're at WNCT.com under the East Daily Download tab, where you can watch this episode or any episode. Also, and this is really exciting, we're all jazzed about this, you can go to the WNCT app, and there is a tab for the East Daily Download there, which means on your phone, on the app, you can watch the show as well. So get that. Anise is downloading it right now so she can watch behind the scenes. You can't see it, but trust me, she's doing it right now. Okay, also you can go to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and use the East Daily Download hashtag, and that's great. Send us pictures and videos, and also you can, follow us, and we just want to see you, we want to hear from you. So, we're friends. We want to do that whole friendship thing. Okay, we have a big show in store for you today. What does that entail? Well, let's take a look right now. We head to the Rocky Mountain Mills and Living Local. We take a look at the new CBS Monday lineup. We'll also take you behind the scenes of WNCT-9 First Alert Weather's coverage of Hurricane Dorian. And if that wasn't enough, WNCT-9 Your Side anchor Ken Watling's hitting the road in this week's People and Places. He's going to New Bern, to Pepsi. Let's go.
It's one of the most recognizable brands in the world, and it all started here.
New Bern is the birthplace of Pepsi-Cola.
Specifically inside this building.
It all originated from here.
In what was a pharmacy in the late 19th century at the corner of Pollock and Middle Streets.
It is the actual location that we're standing in right now, where Caleb Bradham in 1898 invented Pepsi-Cola.
And today that history is preserved inside the birthplace of Pepsi-Cola.
Where you just take a step back in time, get a Pepsi float. We have lots of gifts. We have pictures on the wall. It's not a museum, it's an experience.
An experience that brings fans of the global brand here to New Bern from all over the globe.
The number of people that you meet from around the world, you name a country, and I'm pretty sure they will have been here. A little bit of ice here.
And those visitors can come in, relax, grab a fountain Pepsi.
And do the Pepsi.
And a bag of fresh popcorn without breaking the bank.
It's the best deal you'll find on the block. Yes, the prices are excellent.
So after some refreshments and maybe a few other purchases, you can learn much more about the man who made all this possible, Pepsi creator Caleb Bradham.
He was a simple businessman, a pharmacist, who was trying to help his customers, creating a drink that he felt was a digestive aid and very soothing to his customers. They liked it. It became bigger than him. And you think about it, 1898 he developed it. By 1910 he had 250 franchises in 24 states.
Now PepsiCo ranks 45th on the 2018 Forbes 500 list. Still, the company doesn't forget its roots.
Well, I really believe that PepsiCo understands that you can't move forward if you don't know where you came from. And they have embraced our beautiful city, our historic city, and I'm very thankful for the relationships we've built.
And Sabrina and the folks here at the birthplace of Pepsi are building relationships with the thousands of visitors who stop in every year, helping to keep alive the story of how this iconic brand was created.
It is the most incredible opportunity. Let me tell you, every day I'm so thankful for the opportunity to tell the story of Caleb Bradham and what a small town businessman created that is now a worldwide billion-dollar brand.
Now downloading Meltivational Monday.
This is a show that you're not only going to learn things that you can put to use in your life immediately to change for the better, you're going to have a heck of a lot of fun hanging out with me. What I want you to know about me is that I really care about you. As I've met tens of thousands of people face to face, I've noticed that we all struggle with the same things. I'll do absolutely anything to get somebody to push through their fear.
Mel Robbins has changed my life in so many ways.
That's the thing that is exciting about me. I want to empower people to change the way that they see their future and what's possible for them. This is a show about you seeing what you want for yourself and for your life, and you getting the tools in an entertaining way that you need to make the little changes that add up to massive change.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download here on Eastern North Carolina CW. Hey, Bryce, what are you doing? Are you listening to a podcast? Is that Mel Robbins' podcast? Oh, okay. Well, you go over there. We'll talk later. You go. Okay. Anyway, sorry for that. We're big Mel Robbins fans, and Mel Robbins, yeah, never mind. Anyway, so we still have a lot of show to come. We have Living Local. We're going to go to Rocky Mount. Also CBS Behind the Scenes, the new Monday lineup. But right now, WNCT-TV First Alert Weather covered Hurricane Dorian when it came through. And our team at the East Daily Download actually followed them as they were covering the storm. And we have a week-long series kind of taking you behind the scenes and showing you how weather was, how they decided how they were going to cover it. We talked to the news director throughout the course of the week. There's a lot of great information. So let's take a look at the first part of that.
My first hurricane happened to be one of the worst. I was working as a young producer down in Tampa, Florida, when Hurricane Andrew hit back in '92. There was also Superstorm Sandy when I was in New Jersey, so that was my second one. Florence, and now this one. So that makes four hurricanes I've covered. You know, 2 as a news director and 2 as a producer. So I've been out in the field, and I've actually been someone back in there trying to direct traffic, so to speak. My key as a news director and trying to cover a storm is about safety. And it's about trying to get the crews where we think the storm's going to be ahead of time, get them set up, proper lodging, hotel, condos, wherever they can possibly stay, in advance of the storm so they're ready to go. There's nothing like, wall-to-wall coverage because it's 12 hours on, 12 hours off. It means basically you're working, you're up and at it 12 hours, so you're trying to get some rest. But a lot of times that's not working out that way because the adrenaline is pumping and it's an all hands on deck situation. And it just shows how people pull together for something. That's the goal, is to try to keep people up to date and informed. But yeah, it is a unique situation where you have people maybe, someone like Nolan who does sports for a living out there covering a hurricane. People from other departments are up, toting a camera out there helping out. It is a true everyone kind of pitches in for the common good and the common goal, which was to cover this hurricane. Our job is to give people the information, not to undersell it, not to overhype it, just to give it to you and everything. The team just did an outstanding job. But I said, they do it in a way where it's informing you. They always have the right tone for things. And that just shows the caliber of people that we have working here. This is kind of what we do. We know when you have a situation like this, sometimes it's about keeping the community informed and keeping them safe. We take the risk. We go out there. We do coverage, and we try to keep people informed about the situation out there.
The Washington Police Department is one step closer to a permanent home.
We've been working on a new site for roughly 8 to 10 years. It's been something that's been on the radar for the City Council for a number of years. It was accelerated due to the flooding with Florence.
The City of Washington closed on 3 acres of land for their new police department on North Bridge Street. The purchase comes 1 year after flooding from Hurricane Florence, forcing the police department to relocate.
We want it to be an attractive and functional facility for the police headquarters. A 2-story facility, roughly 17,000 square feet, and that will allow us to house our current staff, but it'll give us some room for growth in the future as well.
The city bought the land for $800,000 using money from their capital improvement fund. They're looking at additional funding from USDA, Rural Development, and the Golden Leaf Foundation. The department is currently operating out of a temporary building on Highway 264.
It's functional, but it's not ideal for the current situation, so we are looking forward to having a more permanent home for the PD.
The city is currently working on engineering and design of the building, and they plan for the building to be finished in 2 years. In Washington, Amber Joseph, 9 on your side.
I mean, a podcast would, make sense for the show. I don't know exactly how we would do it or what it would be about, but that would be Eastern North Carolina stuff we could do. Oh, hey, I didn't see the light on the camera. Hey there. We are back at the Eastern North Carolina CW, the East Daily Download. Hope you're doing well. It is Monday. We still have a big show in store for you, but before we get to that, let me just give you a quick reminder how you can find the show. WNCT.com under the East Daily Download tab, also the WNCT app. And you go to the East Daily Download tab on that as well. Also Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the East Daily Download hashtag. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, still to come, we're going to go to Rocky Mount Mills in this week's Living Local, but right now, let's take a look behind the scenes of the new CBS Monday lineup that just debuted. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, there she is.
The season premiere is going to be amazing. We have a Yardicue. Calvin's favorite and famous Yardicue. Let's just say things happen.
I'm the big dog around here. It's my neighborhood, my Yardicue.
Isn't it our neighborhood? Couldn't it be our Yardicue?
No. Monday nights is one of the great nights of television, and now to have another show partnered with us, with another great comedian, Billy Gardell, I'm really excited about that. I think that just gives the whole night a boost.
The Neighborhood is a good show, and I'm a huge fan of both Cedric and Max. I know Max well, and I know Cedric from the comedy world.
Bob Hart's Abishola is an unexpected love story where two families from different worlds meet unexpectedly and hopefully fall in love with each other.
I need to see the evidence. We're going to trial. All Rise being in the middle of Bob Hart's Abishola and such a beloved show like Bull is the perfect time slot. Like, it's a show with heart and it's a legal drama, but not in the same way that we've seen legal dramas on CBS or on television. And it's funny.
If I think we need to talk in chambers, I'll sneeze twice.
You'll sneeze.
Twice.
We got All Rise going straight into Bull. So if you have a fascination with things legal, this is your night.
For CBS to put us on Monday nights, we welcome it. Let's stay there for years. 10 years? 10 years, right? Yeah, 10 years. Let's stay there for at least 10 years.
The East Daily Download is all about you. It's about local stories featuring local businesses. If you or your business would like to be featured, contact the sales team at WNCT. And be sure to watch new episodes weekday mornings at 7 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
This isn't the story I expected to be telling. 3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, it divided Gotham.
Crows represent order, security.
The crows are not the hero of this story, Gotham. I want to take power.
You take after your cousin, your female Bruce Wayne.
Wayne security. Step away from the desk.
You were seriously not supposed to know what's down there.
Whoa. I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be, when it fits a woman.
Do you feel safe?
Get these people out of here now.
What are you doing?
The crows aren't able to. Some see fear, others hope. I see the freedom to be myself, to play by my own rules.
Very few people know that there are lyrics to Entertainment Tonight.
Hey, here we go.
So you've had a very bad day. There's entertainment tonight.
Oh, yes, all right.
Watch your local WNCT 9 in Your Side news on our live stream on WNCT.com or on our mobile app. Now downloading Medical Minute.
The American Academy of Neurology says people over age 65 should be screened every year for thinking and memory problems. The group says screening is important because mild cognitive impairment can be an early sign of dementia or a symptom of sleep problems, depression, medical illness, or medications. As a precaution, Novartis has announced it is stopping distribution of all medications containing ranitidine, the generic version of Zantac. The FDA said last week it had detected low levels of a contaminant in the medication that can cause cancer. And combo pills that treat high blood pressure and high cholesterol do the best job of lowering the risk of heart disease in low-income communities. Researchers say patients are more likely to stick to a medication routine if given only one pill to take instead of several. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
Now downloading Living Local.
Today we paid a visit here to Rocky Mount Mills. It's a place that truly has something for everyone, and it's just one piece of what makes Rocky Mount special. Along the banks of the Tar River sits what was North Carolina's second cotton mill, built in 1818. The mill closed in the 1990s and sat vacant for years, but a Raleigh company came up with a live, work, play concept, and the new Rocky Mount Mills was born a few years ago. Today, there are more than a half dozen local craft breweries on site, plus several restaurants.
Come here, experience the Rocky Mount Mill, all of what it has to offer, whether you're here at Rocky Mount Brewery, Spaceway, Harlem Brew South, or the other breweries that we have here. It's really an amazing opportunity to look at a history that started in 1818 and see the transformation and how it led to all of us working together.
2 years ago, we opened up a satellite on the Rocky Mount Mills campus. And having that small little space where we have our beers and we brew, there's a 3-barrel system. Believe it or not, there are people who come from the West who stop in Rocky Mount and don't go any further east. And so that was a way to get more exposure. And when they come there to the Rocky Mount Mills and they hear about other breweries like our main location or the ones east of us, they travel a little. I mean, people will travel for beer.
Rocky Mount Mills also hosts a brewery education degree program with Nash Community College with state-of-the-art equipment and facilities, giving startup brewers the resources necessary to launch their business. Yes, beer is a big draw, but that's not all here at Rocky Mount Mills. There's several restaurants, plus you can even live or vacation here. Several lofts and old mill houses are available for rent. And if you'd like to maybe vacation here, spend the night, there are some tiny houses used as hotels so you can enjoy your time. We are Living Local in Rocky Mount. Ken Watling, 9 on your side.
Now downloading Southern Stars.
We're in Roper to meet this week's Southern Star. Shamika, we're here today to honor you as a Southern Star in Eastern North Carolina. Congratulations. And along with that, our community partner Southern Bank is pleased to present you with a $100 gift card for making our community a brighter place. We are so happy for you.
When it comes to revitalizing a community, Shamika Swain understands the reality of sowing and reaping.
So within my purpose is, we call it Simple Youth Center. My brother-in-law, Solander Simpson, he passed in 2012.
Okay.
And his dream was to go out into the community. And, in Roper, as you can see, I'm pretty sure when you drove up, it's not too much to do here. And he wanted to take the kids in the community and just, give them something to impact them. Because what we do is we take the kids out into the community and we help feed the elderly, sick, and the disabled. We give them hope. Through God, we give them hope. We give them dreams, visions. This is a free lunching where we feed the community for free, take the kids and have them to come out so they can help serve the community, so they can know how to better their community as they get older.
Again, congratulations to Shamika, this week's Southern Star. And if you know someone in your community making it a brighter place, make your nomination as well. Go to WNCT.com/stars.
Back here on the East Daily Download, the podcast. I was a little bit late. I was listening to a podcast off camera right now, but I'm joined right now on the very first inaugural ever edition of the podcast because it's National Podcast Day. I'm talking fast because we got a lot of information to get in a very short period of time. Hi, Anissa. How are you today?
Hello. Doing good.
Good. Okay, so you're in front of the camera on Fashion Friday. You're behind the camera, editing and shooting the show. What question should I ask you? What is your favorite part about coming to work every day?
Coming to work, being able to experience lifestyle entertainment shows every day, working on it, doing different stuff.
What's your favorite part about living in Eastern North Carolina now that you've been here for like 3 months?
So far, I say the weather.
The weather, and of course the amazing people who watch the show.
Of course.
What question do you have for me?
How was it hosting the show for the first time?
Oh, the podcast. Well, it's amazing. I've done a lot of deep research about podcasts and hosting podcasts, and I feel that I'm making all this up. I haven't done any of that. This podcast will not be available anywhere. You're watching the one and only time it might ever exist. Thank you so much for being my guest today on the East Daily Download, the podcast. People at home are watching going, what is happening right now? So with that, I'll let you say goodbye to everybody. You do the bye-byes.
See you guys later. See you all tomorrow, and stay tuned for what's coming up.
Tuesday, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we take a look at the upcoming North Carolina State Fair. In entertainment, we look at the new CBS sitcom Bob Hart's Abishola. We continue our behind-the-scenes look of First Alert Weather's coverage of Hurricane Dorian, and we head to 3 C's Barbecue in this week's Down Eats. So join us Tuesday for an all-new The East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.